Look at me, I'm a sweaty, dusty mess because I've been doing this like almost like for days now, right? But today I got up there on the roof. What happened was this thing, okay, so let's go back 2 weeks ago. We did a video, introducing our box truck, and we're converting this into a semi-camper. So it's not going to be a full-on camper because we don't want to use the utility of it being a box truck. What we're doing is we're setting it up for cross-country, journey with our, with our 4 dogs, and we're going to load it up with a tent, folding chairs, barbecue, everything we need to set up camp while we're on the road, and all the comforts of home. So this has been somebody at some point, somebody with like nothing but hate and contempt and darkness in their soul, covered this thing with like a thick layer of black implement paint. So that's what I've been doing for the last way too long, is getting the paint off of this thing. So today I got the upper half, fighting heat stroke and vertigo, and got the whole thing. And while I do stuff like that, my mind wanders, right? I think about all kinds of different things. So probably just to avoid, thinking about what I'm actually doing. And there's a guy named Bob Lazar. I don't know if if you follow like the whole UFO thing or anything. He back engineered some alien stuff and came and discovered how their propulsion systems work. Lazar is also, a lot of people don't realize, he was an active drag racer, ran a jet car. And I'm sure that while this guy was doing his thing, he was like, wondering, how could you apply this to drag racing. So if any of you guys out there have a contact for Lazar, right, put us together, man, because I would really like to do an episode of Uncle Tony's Garage on the implications of, alien technology in drag racing. I think it could be done. I think it could be bitching. So at any rate, so like I said, come back over here. We're not going full on, a camper with this. So yesterday I spent the day putting down this floor, which for me is a major accomplishment because, like, me and wood, like, we just don't, I don't do wood. Uncle Kathy does well. I don't do wood, right? But I did this. So we covered the whole floor with plywood. I come up with all of this, and last night she stained it. Now we're going to urethane it. So we're going to put down a regular rug, for when we're on the road, and then I'll get a utility rug for when we're going to tow a race car or something with this. We just put that down, put the toolbox parts, whatever it is, on top of it. And then we'll have all of our camping stuff, right, permanently kind of attached to the walls. It'll be comfortable and cool. After I finished this last time, I'm all proud of myself. And Uncle Kathy's out here, staining it, right? And I was like, man, I did some great stuff today, right? So I go inside and I sit down and I flip on the TV, and there's Ian, Full Custom Garage. I don't know if you guys watch this stuff. I'm a big fan of his, right? Ian is like the ultimate mechanical badass. And he's working on his van, And I'm sitting there like, oh, let's see what Ian's doing in his van. And like within 10 minutes, I felt like a scared little girl with polio or something like that. But that's besides the point. I think I did a pretty good job. So just painting up the interior. Got a couple mechanical things left to do with this. I got a vibration. It's the tail shaft bushing. So actually, I said, you know what? I got so much shit going on. I'm just going to drop it off over at my friend's Phil's place and let him throw it in there. And I went by this morning, so they're closed. So next week tomorrow we'll be yanking the tail shaft off of this thing and sticking a bushing in there. So anyway, like I said, I just want to bring you guys up to speed, show you what we're doing with this thing, and I'll see you tomorrow.